which side is more important tomorrow? Do you guys need to have a better effort or a change of strategy? That's question number one. And question number two, what do you do as an individual to get yourself going when things are not happening the way you want them to happen?
It's all about our effort tomorrow, especially the starting five, how we start the game. Because you assume they're going to play with the same or with the same energy as they did in Game 3. And for us, we have to, just stop that force that they played with in Game 3 and come with more effort and more focus from the jump. And I just basically stick to my preparation and my kind of mental strategy of staying within myself to get myself out of a hole and not panicking, not overcomplicating things, and not trying to psych myself out. So, there's a reason that I have confidence out there, and it's about how I prepare for games and for series and seasons and whatnot. So you got to stick with that kind of thought process.
Michael, over here.
Michael Lee with The Vertical. Steph, last year in the finals, it took you probably about 2.5 games to sort of figure out what was going on, what they were doing against you. I know that the first 3 games have been a bit of a struggle. Can you find any parallels between just maybe what it took you a while to get comfortable in the finals last year to maybe where you are right now?
I think it's a little different because Game 1 this year, it was I just didn't make shots, and it was a kind of a different flow in that game. Game 2 was foul trouble. I wasn't out there, for the same amount of minutes that I usually am, and obviously us as a team we're clicking, and there's a lineup out there that just was basically killing, and I was able to kind of sit and watch and enjoy what they were doing. And last night was a struggle, just again foul trouble and kind of dealing with that, but also not being as aggressive as I needed to be. And I don't know what the reason was for that, and it won't be that Game 4.
Coach Kerr, after the game, called the team. He said you guys played soft. How was that received in the locker room? Why do you think he said that?
Because we were. They were more physical. They were more purposeful about what they were doing. And it took us probably a quarter and a half to kind of respond. And by that time, it's too late. You're down 33-14 on the road in the finals. You're not going to win many games with that kind of deficit. So, and a team that has confidence like they did last night. So, the first 6 minutes of the game tomorrow is going to be important for us to, let them know we're here.
Steph, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. If you had to pick one thing about your play individually in this series that has really frustrated you the most, what aspect would that be?
Getting into foul trouble the last 2 games and not letting myself get a rhythm because of that. You're worried about, staying on the floor and dealing with that, especially early in games. And the lack of aggressiveness. That doesn't necessarily mean more points or more whatnot. I know what that means for me when I'm out there playing, and I haven't done it yet.
Ron, last one on the side.
Steph, Ron Krajcik in the San Francisco Chronicle. How much is your success linked to Clay's, do you think, in the sense that Richard Jefferson was saying that if you get going, that tends to open some space for Clay and maybe vice versa? Do you think the shooting success and struggles are linked much?
I don't. I mean, it's natural to think when I get going, I get more attention and you get more bodies, kind of like a magnet wherever I go on the floor. And then there's open spots for other guys, including Clay, and the same. When a guy gets hot, Usually that opens up things for other players on the floor. And you obviously love to see your teammate doing well, and kind of like in the Thunder series where he, went crazy in Game 6 and kept us in it. It got everybody going, everybody feeling good. So for us, that's an important part of what we do. Is and I think for how we started the game yesterday, neither one of us got going and gave us anything to kind of feel good about. So got to correct that for Game 4.
Do you guys, if I ask one quick follow-up, do you and Clay specifically feel that burden that one of you needs to get going so everybody else will kind of catch that momentum, or whatever word is right?
We're usually a better team when that happens, yeah. So, I think like Clay said last night, the law of averages is, you just stick with it. You got to play like it matters and do something about it. But I like our chances of being able to figure it out.